coming to the third part of this series, which is addressing demand and challenges in career skilling, right? So, given the increasing demand for career skilling in India, what do you perceive as the primary challenges hindering the effective implementation of training and placement programs within higher education institutions?
Yeah, I personally feel there are several challenges which are hindering the effective implementation. I personally feel one of the challenge is the curriculum relevance.
Okay.
Because the pace at which the companies or the industry is evolving, education sector is not moving with the same pace.
True.
So there is always a difference in curriculum relevance, though it is autonomous, whether it is a deemed university, whether it is a private university, whatever. Still, the curriculum relevance has to be that is a major hinder for this implementation of effective training and placement program. Second, I have, as already discussed, that quality of faculty.
Okay.
Because still in the education system, there is no mandate especially for the technical educations like AICTE or DT, that faculty, there is no mandatory or there is no compulsion that faculty should belong to industry. The faculty which are coming to this education sector are purely from the education background.
Right.
Very few are they are being exposed to the industry. They have actually seen the industry and they have actually experienced what the work. Even they might have experience. If suppose for an example, we say that any faculty has experience of maybe 1-2 years, but that experience has already gone maybe 10 to 20 years back. So industry has changed completely. So that is the second most I could suggest that which is coming, which is an obstacle in implementing. Then third one comes to the infrastructure and resources.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of these colleges are still they are deprived of basic infrastructure which an education requires, or basic resources which are required for it. Because most of the colleges are there in the remote areas, they are not having their proper maybe equipments, they don't have their computer labs or computers even they don't have. So it is very difficult for such a colleges to get into mainstream, to make their students digitally educated. So that could be the major, and that has been observed. And third, I could say industry collaboration. See, industry collaboration, I personally suggest, or I personally believe, that should be a mandate created by the government. Because if a college is willing to get collaborated, they will. But what about such a colleges, those who are not willing to get, or those who are not proactive in getting collaborated with them? In such case, the students are getting locked out of it. The last stakeholder who is getting affected is the student, because if student is not getting, anyway the education system is preparing the student for the industry. So I personally feel that industry collaboration should be there. Placement support should be provided. If proper placement supports are not provided to the student, the entire education is wasted. Because when the students are pursuing their graduation, they are at a very raw stage. And ultimately, as an educationist or as a college, they are the foster parent of the student. And if they are not educating, they are not providing a placement support to the student, it is very difficult for them to get a job into the market, or to get their first job by entering into the market. And lastly, I could say the regional differences. Because region-wise also the things changes. Region-wise, maybe the student confidence levels are different. Region-wise, the student attrition rates are different. Region-wise, students' learning capabilities are different. So all those things, I personally feel these are the hinders for implementing the training system.
True. Very true. So, while so many challenges exist, and you already continuously, battling with them, taking these problems head on, in context to your institute, Professor Ram Meghe College of Engineering and Management, what strategies have worked for you?
In context to my institute, being an engineering college, our prime focus is industry-institute collaboration. Okay. This is always a prime. We always try to focus, and our priority, since the student enter into the engineering college from day one, from his first year till the last day when he is passing out from our college.
Right.
entire focus and priority is the industry collaboration. Whatever the students are doing, whatever the students are being trained, that has to be in orientation or in association in line with the industry requirement. That is the first thing which we do implement in our college. Then we have made our curriculum very skill-based curriculum.
Okay.
Because though we are associated with a university, but still we have a liberty of carrying the content beyond syllabus. We called it as a CBS scheme.
Right.
So in this CBS scheme, we usually focus on skill-based curriculum. Whatever the skills are required. If he is from first year, the basic psychometrics has to be there. If he is from second year, so basic programming and algorithms has to be learned. If he comes for third year, then campus improvement training has to be implanted rigorously. So this is how we focus on the skill-based assessment in our college. Then we have also overcome to much more extent of faculty development. Whatever the lacunas of the challenges we were facing, compulsorily we have designed our system likewise that every faculty twice in a year, minimum twice in a year, he has to get associated with the faculty development program, and that has to be industry sponsored. So the faculty itself gets an exposure from an industry. Also, we have certain paid faculty programs wherein the college do pay for the faculty so that the faculty could get an exposure from the industry. Then we have a career counseling and a placement support cell.
Right.
As I said, a dedicated career counseling, because this is something which is very rare. People always focuses on training activities, placement activities. People do have training and placement cells. They have training and placement officers, dean training and placement. But we do have one particular department where that comes under placement that is dedicated purely for personal counseling.
Right.
In which whatever the students, and that is always 24/7 open for students. We have a dedicated team. They keep on resolving students' queries. Very small queries like which format should be used for a resume, even from that, how to sit for an interview. So that is how we do provide them a personal counseling. If they have a confidence issue, if they have any language issue, they have a hesitation issue. So all these things are being resolved in our college. And at the same time, we also promote innovation and entrepreneurship. Okay. We have innovation and entrepreneurship development cell, IEDC, for which we have received a grant from DSU, Director of Science and Technical Education. We have received a fund from that, and in which all the students are participating. Wherein I'll be very glad to share that till date we have 50 plus patents registered in the name of college and students through this stage. So yeah, wherein the student, any silly idea, very silly ideas are there which are being patented by the student. Even they have started getting the royalty from the industry for this such ideas. So we also focus on those entrepreneurship and innovations.
Right.
And as I always said, we always believe in feedback. We always believe in continuous mechanism. So these are the things these are the strategies which we use. And while doing all those things, we always evolve ourselves by getting a continuous feedback from our stakeholders. So these are the strategies which we always implement at our school.
Absolutely.
Some of the strategies, I would say there are many.
Right. But I'm glad to know about them because these strategies are so enabling for the students, to help them through their life and get a solid foundation at the start of their career. So the students who take these aspects seriously definitely go along. True.
Definitely.
Great. Now, Dr. Thorat, from your perspective, what policy reforms or initiatives could help alleviate the challenges associated with meeting the demand for career skilling in India? On a policy level, what changes do you think should come?
I personally feel that instead of leaving this initiatives or the proactive decisions on the college, government or the authority body should create a mandate for the organizations.
Okay.
At the same time, the same mandate has to be given to the industry as well. Because as we people are always shouting that our curriculum is not, our industry always claims that whatever the curriculum we are running in our organization is not up to the mark as per the industry standards.
Right.
But most of the time it happens when a college like this, a college based in a tier 3 city, when they approach to the industry, they are not ready to give their time to contribute for curriculum design. So they are not there, maybe they are not willing to do certain things. So in such case, whatever the policies or mandates which are given to the educational institute, the same mandates would be given to the industry. Mandates are there, rules are there, policies are there, where they have to do the local recruitment as well. But when it comes to curriculum designing, the things are getting bit complicated for industry as well as for the education. So I personally suggest industry representation. Industry personnel should be a representative on the curriculum board.
Right.
More hand holding should be there within the policy makers of both sides, maybe from the industry side as well as from the academic side. Both of them should be an hand holding. Hand holding should be from both the sides, because only education sector striving for the industry to get associated is getting very difficult. So as I personally suggest, but it has been there observed in the national education policy NEP. The things will change slowly, and more industry association we could see. So that is, I personally suggest that this is my perspective, that this policy reform should be there.
I think that's a very innovative. You make both the sides responsible. Nobody goes.
Yes.
So it's a very
exactly. I personally feel.
True.
Instead of saying it's responsible, I would say both have to take the initiative.
True. Interesting. Well, once again, very important pieces of innovative methods you've suggested. I hope the right people hear this and put something into motion from this perspective. Thank you so much for sharing your insights again.